Good night, and welcome to 306 Late. Tonight, my guest is artist and Baltimore native, Devin N. Morris. Hi. Devin, cheers. Thank you for coming out to 306 Late.
Thanks for having me.
You got your little snacks on deck?
Mm-hmm. Sorry, I'm all like full over here.
Can I have one?
Yeah, please.
Thank you.
Thank y'all for providing these beautiful golden bears.
Listen, my previous guest, Teresa, from already told me that you like gummies.
Good friend.
So here at 306 Lake, we try to,
Accommodate.
accommodate our guests.
Thank you.
You're from Baltimore.
Yes.
Oh my God, it's gum in my gold tooth.
That's the name of my new book.
A gummy in my gold tooth. A memoir.
A memoir.
Oh my God. So, what was it like growing up in Baltimore?
I had a few different experiences, but for the most part, the beginning of it was very. I like to make a comparison to Tom Sawyer and like painting white fences. That's not what I did, but basically I didn't have a lot of responsibility, and I had green areas and people in my neighborhood who were friends, and our school was up the street, and like, you know, it was just kind of like Saturday or Tuesday if it was the summer, and you just kind of woke up and you knew who you were going to go find. And so I would do that a lot.
What age would you say you start exploring art?
Probably as a kid, because I would make, like if a bird died and I was in my neighborhood with a friend, we might, like, I would construct a box to bury the bird, or even though my mom bought me a dollhouse to play with, I still would go in the basement. I mean, if I was in my room, the dollhouse was in the basement, I would build via like different cardboard boxes. I might construct a slide on my TV stand so that I could have like a house that was like a top floor and a bottom floor. And then I would
yes, you better speak that prosperity, man.
I was like, this is where we go. and I was very elaborate with how I played with toys. And so if somebody would come in, like a cousin, or my brother and my sister never played with my toys with me, but my cousins would. And if somebody came in, they would mess up my cityscape, because I would make a city on the floor.
Yes, cityscape.
I would like draw out the parking lot, and I was very obsessed with like those little cars and stuff. So I would have a place for all my cars to go, and they might drive in like a line of 50. And there would be different places for them to go.
Traffic jam in that city.
Yeah. And I'd be like, anywhere I was, if I was at my grandparents' house or home, I would just kind of like do that. Like always be on the floor playing around.
So did you ever think to get into like architecture or city planning?
Not even, but my high school was focused on engineering. So I naturally went into it. My first day of school, I'm like drafting a bridge.
Oh,
and,
wow.
Yeah, and like then second week or third week, we're pouring concrete to like, which is a beautiful group effort, because like each person, there's like 4 people to a concrete square, and then all the squares had to come together to create a structure, to teach you how like important it was to be accurate with like your numbers, and like just accuracy in construction was very important in general. So it was like this nice test, but naturally I got into architecture through high school, just because I thought it had a good education.
So if you have to have anything in Baltimore named after you, a park, a bridge, an expressway, a school, what would it be?
I guess it would be like the park. Okay, the recreation center in the park in Edmonton Village.
Okay.
And people from the village would know it's called Down the Park. So Down the Park is where
Down the Park, Baltimore.
Yeah.
You heard it here on 306 Late.
The whole park, or just the rec center. I can take the rec center, but like those new,
I'm starting a petition now.
Did.
Give this man the whole park in the rec center.
Yeah, I'll do that.
Do it. I know you were collaging, kind of like traditional, cutting out images and putting them together. And now I see you are doing more like physical collage, where you actually, are putting fabrics and parts of furniture and like, within a space, and then kind of photographing it. Is that kind of how you approach your work, thinking about space always?
Yeah, it's so like even for like homeostatic, I had the privilege of like being able to see that space for 2 months and really think of.
That was in Baltimore?
No, that was in Wasaic, New York. I was at a residency called the Wasaic Project.
We're gonna put it up here too.
Yeah, Wasaic. And when I was there, I was kept looking for myself in these spaces, like all around, everywhere I went. I'm like, where am I? And not physically seeing like a black body within those spaces made me like confused. But then I started to realize how not materials, but like objects hold their own memory, and memory is nothing but, culture is memory. How many people remember this thing, then can claim it as their own. So you know, I was looking at that vinyl side and I was like, oh, that's mine too. You know, I don't have to physically be here for me to access this environment. And it was a similar, that's kind of how I think of my work. Like, these objects are used because everyone has access to them. Mm-hmm. Some people have a different memory of them that might be similar to mine, so then we can say we culturally match. But naturally, anybody can culturally match to a table or a chair or a certain fabrication, because that doesn't limit, that's not limited by anything.
The pieces are really intricate. It feels like classical, like somebody's about to sit for a portrait. Mm-hmm. You know what I mean? Mm-hmm. And I don't know, they feel like, you know, it's almost like caught in a moment in labor. I saw
that's that's another thing where I wanted to feel like time exists before this and after. And so sometimes I can create that by, let's create a motion that feels like we're stopping and it's like a movie scene almost.
Yeah, it's a snapshot of some sort of moment,
yeah. And I really love that at times.
No card playing on Sunday.
I love that.
First of all, what is the card game of choice in Baltimore?
Come on, what game do you think it is?
I mean, spades.
Spades.
Okay, I don't know, because you know, you never know.
Spades don't own though.
You never know what's in certain, you know, pockets of black regional culture. You can.
It could be pinochle. You know,
it could be tongue. It could be a lot.
I feel like a lot of it is age, like based on age.
Okay.
Across the board, spades.
Do you know how to play spades?
Of course.
I don't, because you know why? I'm the youngest, and so I grew up over the shoulder watching, you know, like yelling out the hand.
Yeah.
The person.
And I was like I'm 2 years younger than my brother.
No, my oldest. The next person is 6 years older than me.
Yeah, so
I was like,
who's teaching you?
Nobody. They didn't give a damn.
So I worked with my friend Haley. To like, she did like some of the movements. I don't know what I was trying to get at with this video, but the audio was what I was most interested in. And
I love that. I wasn't ready. I saw the visual, because you guys are gonna see it. We're gonna throw to it, but I saw the visual, and when the audio came in, because I love recording stuff, and I was like, whoa, what's going on? It's like completely the opposite of what I was seeing.
Yeah. So basically, I was telling my friend, well, I had accumulated all these clothes. I was going to sell the clothes. But I was like, I kind of have this video in mind. I want to create this space. It's kind of like a night to day thing in my head. I drew it out in all these ways. And I was like, I just want to see it. So I just started like to try to create the emotion I was feeling. And the fabric's like probably the most primary thing of that really creating that emotion for me. And then the actions of the people. And then Brown was like, oh, I've had this audio for years from Baltimore, from this thrift shop, like the old tapes that they would have from recorders or whatever. He was like, yo, put that. He was like, can I put this on there? I'm like, yeah, definitely. So then we came with that.
No card playing on Sunday.
No card playing on Sunday.
Devin N. Morris, thank you so much.
Thank you
for joining me here on 306 Late. Good night. See you next time.
Hello? 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 How are you? How are you? Hello? Hello? 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 That's not good enough.
Right.
And I seem like this paranoid, crazy black woman. I'm like, no, but I'm not crazy. I see it's happening, and it's like, sometimes you guys sit back and
check it out, check it out, check it out, check it out.
What's your name?
Ronald.
How old are you?
3.
When is your birthday?
October 12th.
Are you going to school this year?
Yeah.
What's the name of your school?
Pre-K.
No, that's your grade. What's the name of your school?
Marketing 101.
Yeah.
Black entrepreneur.
Hello? I was chilling.
Hey, check it out.
Check it out, 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 check it
Black
out.
business, because I'm a black business owner, because I'm an Uber partner.
Right.
So I'm definitely about, like, especially because you distribute.
What's your daddy's name?
Ronnie,
What's his real name?
Alexander Butler,
His name is Ronald.
Ronald Alexander Butler,
We call him what? What do we call him?
Ronald Alexander Butler,
No, we call him Ronnie.
Ronnie,
Don't step on it. What's your sister's name?
Murray Alexander
Butler.
Butler.
What's your mother's name?
We normally we got the multicolored one. And it's got white, green, beige, about 4 colors. It's $89.95. Now we carry a pure white one. They run $74.95. And we carry a pure OD green one. And so that's the only one I got left. I ordered some more white, but they sell them both. Oh, that's terrible.
Yeah.
How old were you when he passed away? Wow.
16.
Oh, you was just starting out.
A lot of people don't know that. Created by J. Edgar Hoover. And the Dewey Decimals, I can read that system and I can go find books by myself in the library, but a lot of people can't do that. I gotta take my kids to the library and teach them.
Yeah, we used to.
Business, because I'm a black business owner, because I'm an Uber partner.
Right.
So I'm definitely about, like, especially because you distribute.
Yeah. Hello? I was chilling.
Check it out.
Check it out, 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 check it out.
What's your grandmother's name?
Grandma,
What's your other grandmother's name?
Grandma Hope,
And then what's the other one? What's my mommy name?
Mima,
Grandma Hope is whose mommy?
Alma,
Who's Grandma Hope's mother? I mean, who was your daddy mother?
Right.
And then I pull up beyond people. I don't like in the city. I park my car and then have the people come to my car because you draw attention to yourself to the park from the parking authority and from the police because you got this one street blocked up because the person wanted to pick up in the middle of the block.
Right.
No. And I tell people all the time, I don't got free gifts to give no government. So and I'll say you got 2 choices. I couldn't wait for you because you was not outside of the premises. So what you can do is that you can wait for me to come back around and meet me at the corner where I can pick you up safely. Or I can stay parked here and you can just meet me on the street. And I have
because I don't have girlfriends. Daddy don't want me to have girlfriends.
Daddy said you can't have a girlfriend.